Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Just wanted to do a quick live stream. And can everyone hear me? Let me check that first. We got Russell and Knight. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Appreciate it. And you guys can hear me, though, right? Last time I started talking, and can you hear the train? Goodness. I just opened the window because it's hot. So can you guys hear me or not? Oh, okay. Okay. You can hear and see me. Okay. All right. Good. Hey, what's up, Sean? Thanks for stopping by. How's everything in Philly today? Nice weather we're having. Unless yours is much different, but I don't think so. Yeah, I've been on a bit of a splurge lately, so I just thought I've got some time to myself here, so I just thought I'd show off some things I scored lately. Let you guys kind of jump in and just chit chat. But the funny thing is if I make a actually I don't have any Dollar Tree here. Dollar Trees have not been too great lately. Not a lot of restocking going on. But if I put Dollar Tree in the title of my video, I get like a lot more views than like a review. So it actually behooves me to save these hauls for a regular video, I think, but I actually enjoy the live stream. Anyway, I have oldies.com and MVD and eBay and a few other things. First, I showed this before. I got this from Barnes & Nobles. I mean, it's my favorite movie ever. You think I would have a copy. I did at one point have the 15th anniversary VHS, which had at that point, had a couple seconds of extra footage. That was like a rare version at that time. Since then, they come out with the final cut, of course. But it's unbelievable. I never had that, and it's just a DVD. It's nothing special. So then at Target, I decided to get Blade Runner 2049, which when this came out, I actually took off from work that day just to watch it. So, and I thought it was okay. It wasn't great. I do want to give it another watch, though. And the dog is barking, of course. Then for some reason, I don't think I showed this last time. This was one of my Hamilton books, films I got last time. No Tears for the Dead, South Korean movie. Okay, I've heard that this is an inspiration for John Wick, but I've read several articles which list all the movies that have inspired John Wick, and none of the articles I read mention this. But this is a great movie. This is a good action movie. No Tears for the Dead. That was like $3 from Hamilton Books, I think. Then also at Target, I think, or Walmart. I mean, I got a lot of Jason Statham movies, but I got this 6-movie collection for $5. We got Wild Card, which I haven't heard of. The Bank Job, I believe I've seen. War, I've definitely seen that with Jet Li, of course. Crank and Crank 2, I've seen both of those. Those are fun. And Transporter 3. I'm pretty sure I've seen that one, but all the Transporter movies kind of blur together, to be honest with you. Then today, couldn't help myself at Target. And actually, I was going to say as you see, but you can't really see much. Anyway, some of the stuff behind me is my son's. He's a huge anime fan. And I introduced him to this years ago. So Cowboy Bebop, the series. So I saw the whole series at Target. It's definitely pretty cool. We got to see the movie some years back. They brought the movie back in theaters, and I had watched the whole series all the way through when he was a lot younger, and it kind of piqued his interest. He was a little bit too young. Wild Card is amazing. That's good. It's good. It looks pretty good. Jason Alexander's in it. Kind of piqued his interest, but he was a little bit too young. But then later he watched it. He was like, wow, that was good. And then he was like full into anime. And then they brought the movie back, which neither one of us had seen in the theaters. special engagement. We've seen a bunch of anime movies in the theaters, actually. They bring them back from time to time. But then, okay, let's go on to eBay. eBay. Classic made-for-TV movies. I love made-for-TV films. I actually made a whole video about this. My first video that I made that was called, see now I'm doing live. I can't remember the name of my own videos. The videos I make where I remember things, story time, when I remember stories about seeing movies when I was a kid, like when I saw Tourist Trap and it like scared the heck out of me. That was just like a special memory of mine. I made my first one was about this movie, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, the original 1972 made-for-TV movie with Kim Darby, Jim Hutton. You can check out the video, but basically, a friend of mine took me on to a resort area in the Poconos, and we were both very young, and they had I guess they had like activities. So they had like an activity room. We went in there for a movie night. We sat on the floor, and they had like a screen on the wall from like 25 feet away. They had a projector, and they showed that movie, and all the kids were freaking out. It was scary as hell. The remake's not great, to be honest. And then I couldn't resist this double feature, Scream Factory. Check out these classics. You got Tales from the Crypt and Vault of Horror. It's funny because the tagline for Tales from the Crypt says "Death lives in the Vault of Horror," and then they came out with a movie called Vault of Horror, which was another one of the old comic books that it was based on. I love both of these movies. I like Tales from the Crypt a little more, but I was thinking about. I think there's 10 segments between both movies. I was thinking about making a video where I rank all 10. That would be fun. Kind of the way Anthony from Fever Dreamland Theater, he did both Creepshow movies that way. That was pretty cool. And then, oh yeah, we got oldies.com. Okay. Yeah. Now, Tales from the Crypt I saw when I was younger, so that made an impression on my mind. And then on the Newcastle After Dark YouTube channel, they have Vault of Horror. It's on YouTube. And they said something that really stuck with me. They were like, this has that old feel. And you know what I mean? So even though I didn't see it when I was a kid, it reminds me of like watching a movie like that when I was a kid and being scared by it. But they're both good. But the Tales from the Crypt, I mean, the first one with Joan Collins, All Through the House, I watched that with my son. That's so good. Of course, they remade that a couple times, and they're all good. The one I never remember the name of the episode, but the one with Peter Cushing when he they call it the Grimsdyke makeup. That is like probably the saddest horror story ever made. It's just so freaking sad, but it's so good. One of the few times Peter Cushing has been in makeup when you think about it. So then I got oldies.com, and boy, did I screw up. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. At least I think I did. I got to go back and double check. I'll get to that in a minute. I got like a weird Klaus Kinski thing going here, and I didn't really mean it that way. You guys know about Klaus Kinski, right? I mean, he was not a good guy. I mean, everyone thought he was an eccentric jerk, and then they found out like he was a lot worse than that. But anyway, I got this double feature. So we got 2 movies based on stories from Edgar Wallace. Both of them have Christopher Lee and Klaus Kinski, and both of them have a woman named Margaret Lee. So you got they're both like crime capers, I think. Circus of Fear, which I watched this morning, so I know it is. And then you got 5 Golden Dragons, okay, which looks interesting. And these are MVD, so they had a Blue Underground sale. So the Blue Underground treatment is really good. The scene selections and all the transitions they have are really cool. You put it in, and both of these pictures come up, and there's a cool background. And you go back and forth, and it makes like a whip noise. Whoosh. I'm not sure why. I guess maybe it had something to do with the circus. But yeah, Circus of Fear was a crime drama. That's Christopher Lee with a hood on his face for most of the movie. So it was pretty good. It wasn't the best thing ever, but it was entertaining enough. I'm hoping Five Golden Dragons is a little better. It stars Dan Duria is in it. He was in a movie I just reviewed called Terror Street from 1953, which is free on YouTube. And that was a Hammer film. You know, before they got into horror, they made a lot of crime dramas. He was good in that, so I was kind of intrigued. That's one of the reasons I got that. And then next, I've been doing a vehicular terror series. So I've done a couple movies that I did one called Shuttle and another one called Highwayman. And I got another one coming up. Well, I'll tell you guys, I'm doing both versions of The Hitcher in the same video. So I'm still editing that one. And I want to, since it's called Vehicular Terror, I want to go into some details about the cars and things. So it's taking me a while. So, hey, Echo, what is up? So in keeping with that, I guess I was putting in like the name, The Hitcher, at one point. So all these other, I already watched a movie called Hitchhiker in the Dark. Oh, on Tubi. It turned out to be a Lenzi movie. It's an Italian movie. It wasn't great, but it was kind of fun to watch, but it wasn't great. Anyway, Hitchhike. Franco Nero and David Hess, you know, from Last House on the Left. This looks like it could be pretty good. An entertaining ride. Extras include The Devil Thumbs a Ride. So I'm guessing David Hess is the bad guy. That's kind of what it looks like. Should be interesting. Hitchhike is a lost classic. Anybody seen it? I love The Hitcher too, Russell. And I'll tell you, one of the reasons I wanted to make that video, I got Strangers Pray at Night from the Dollar Tree. I watched it. I was like, wow, this sequel was so darn good. I didn't know anything about it. So I wanted to rewatch Strangers again. And so I got it from Hamilton Books, and it came on a double feature with the remake of The Hitcher. So I finally watched it, and I was actually impressed by it. I thought it was pretty good. And then I was just kind of curious about the original. I hadn't seen it in decades, so I went back and watched the original just to compare. And I think the remake did a lot of things right. I mean, I really liked it. Come on, you can't compare with. You got Rutger Hauer in the first one. You know what I'm saying? But I thought Sean Bean did a pretty good job. Trying to play the new Puppet Master game, which is in beta mode, but can't do the single player mode, and no one was up for multiplayer. Lol. Right? Okay. Do you get to choose your puppet? Can you be what's the guy with the drill on his head? Can you like drill through people? I actually got like a Puppet Master collection, and I was going to go through it like one a week. And I watched the first one and I enjoyed it. I remembered some of it. I kind of enjoyed it. And I don't know why. I just can't get going on it. I do want to try it though, the second one and the third one. And I got The Littlest Reich from Dollar Tree. I heard that one's fun. So I'm probably not going to go in order up to that, but I want to get it. Oh, okay. So here's the thing about the new Strangers trilogy. But I don't know. I would have rather just had a third movie, to be honest with you. You know, even if they don't do like a shot-for-shot sequel or a sequel or a remake or a remake that's very similar, they got to a point with this at the end of the second one where they can go in a different place, plot-wise. You know, do something bold. Like how do the bad guys recruit people? You know, can we see them without their masks? I know that's like sacrilege, but it's the third movie. But now they're going to start over. I don't know. I guess it could be good. You were going to, okay. And then I got Giallo. I'm trying to get into some more Giallo films. You know, they got crazy titles. The Forbidden Photos of a Lady Above Suspicion. This one, I don't know who it's directed by. Luciano Ercoli. It does have a score by Ennio Morricone, though. So that's always a plus. He did a lot of these. I don't know. Could be good. It's got somebody that was in Torso here. Ernesto Gestaldi. Oh, it's co-written by the writer of Torso. Okay. I mean, it could be good. And then here's where I messed up. Okay. There's two movies with a similar theme. I was going to get both of them. And they both star Oliver Reed, but I got the same one twice. Venom, which also stars Klaus Kinski, which again, I did not mean. I mean, I'm sure Klaus Kinski is creepier than the damn snake in this movie. This is about a snake. I think it's about thieves who are trying to rob somebody, and there's this poisonous snake in the house. I don't really know. But I got the Blu-ray, and then I got the DVD, which actually the DVD cover is pretty badass. See, I got the plastic on both of these. I don't know if I'm keeping one or both. Man, yeah, the eyes are shining. I mean, I kind of would like to open the Blu-ray, but this DVD cover is badass. I don't think you guys are seeing that, but the eyes shine. That's pretty damn cool. Klaus Kinski, Susan George. Bastards! Bastards! Nicole Williamson is in this from Excalibur. Love that guy. Yeah, right. Exactly. A lot of movies named Venom, but this is so yeah, the one is the Blu-ray is Blue Underground. I wonder why I put this in my cart then. Because I was just going down the I was searching by Blue Underground on sale movies. So then I ended. Oh, that's also Blue. Okay, yeah, of course it's also Blue Underground. But oh man, screwed that up. Yeah. Oh, Russell, you seen it? Good. You know what actually scared me a little bit when I was a kid was the original We're No Angels. You know, they remade it with Robert De Niro and Sean Penn when I was like in high school. The original one has Humphrey Bogart in it. And it's like a comedy, but there's like a coral snake loose in this house and these robbers are in there. And, you know, I remember my dad telling me like, oh yeah, you know, if you get bitten by one of those things, you're dead in 15 seconds. And that like just like was like, you know, as a kid, I was like, what? And that happened in the movie, but it's played for laughs. But you know, as a kid, it kind of creeped me out. Like I was like, that's not too funny. What's up, Charles? How's it going? I saw that you saw King's X. That's awesome, dude. I bet they were awesome. And then let's move on to the Venoms. You got Night. I know Venoms too, but I've heard of this movie for years. Oh, it also has Sterling Hayden from Godfather and Dr. Strangelove. That's actually a really good cast. Sarah Miles and Oliver Reed. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. Whichever one I watch. I really want to get out and see some concerts soon, but I don't know when that's going to happen. But my last day of work is October 1st. So I gotta tough out the spring and summer, and then I'm not doing jack. You know what? Between October and January at least. So I'll have some time. So I'm psyched for that. I've been waiting for this forever. Anyway, Venom is on Tubi. Oh, okay. Good old Tubi, you know. Hoodoo Gurus is the next concert. Okay, not familiar with them. That's awesome. I'm gonna try to see. I want to see Overkill, and there's another band I like called Vintage Sea, but they're not coming on the East Coast yet. And then here's another one I thought might be good for my vehicular terror. So now we're in oldies.com, okay? Which took forever to get here. I don't know why, but I love this slipcover. This is we'll find out. The Passenger. Just like very simple, but really cool slipcover. And what I love about it is the artwork is different on the Blu-ray cover. The Passenger. Fast-paced, clever, stylish. So we've got. Okay. Well, I can't read that right now, but this is a foreign film, and I don't know what country, but it's a foreign film. from a Spanish-speaking country, and judging by one of these little pictures that you guys probably can't see, and judging by the cover, the passenger they pick up turns out not to be, I guess, what they thought. So this looks like it could be really interesting. Again, man, I don't know why. I just think that is so cool. And these were not expensive. You know, usually when I go to oldies.com, I'm looking for deals. Next, speaking of heavy metal, The Lords of Chaos. Okay. Based on Truth and Lies, a Jonas Åkerlund film. Okay. So this is about Mayhem. Okay. The band. And, you know, I did a stream with Terrence McGuana several months back. He invited me to come on, talk about like heavy metal and movies and stuff. And we were talking about some of the controversies and, you know, how a lot of those controversies are overblown. And, you know, I'm from the 80s. So back then it was like all kinds of, you know, people were clutching their pearls and talking about backwards messages. And I was saying how all that's overblown. And then but I did mention that like there have been a few bands that have taken it too far. And like, you know, one of the members of this band was like burning down churches in Norway. So, and then he, you know, he had some kind of confrontation with the main guy. I forget his name. The other guy's name was Euronymous. Varg. Yeah. So tremendous fun. But kind of go with my heavy metal collection, my heavy metal shelf, which I'm working on. I've already got the bookends for it. Next, Action. Haven't seen either one of these. Action double feature. There he is, Scott Adkins. How was he in John Wick? If anybody's seen John Wick. I saw a picture of him. I heard he was fat, which is strange to me. Savage Dog and Close Range. Not to be confused with At Close Range. 2015, 2017. Oh, Savage Dog takes place in Indochina in 1959. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Well, this is weird. They're like, you know, his niece gets kidnapped. Colton McCready, Scott Adkins of Hard Target 2. I mean, of all the movies you're going to mention, that's like what he's known for. I don't even know there was a Hard Target 2, to be honest with you. Yeah, Echo, you know, I'm an 80s guy, man. I saw a fair number of concerts in high school, you know. Dio and Twisted Sister. Rat. So it's been kind of cool to kind of get my son into it, even if it's been a little bit of forced fun. It's, you know, we've seen some concerts. We saw Maiden in 2019. Next, we've got two more vehicular terror candidates. Josh Hobbs liked the link I sent. Maybe he'll jump on. He didn't do too bad in John Wick 4. He never does bad. My thing with him is I wish they would like use him more. And I don't know. He's so damn good, you know. What was that? The British one he made? You know, he's British, but I mean the very British film, Avengement. Man, that's a heck of a movie. Hey, Horror Freak 85, how's it going? Lords of Chaos was good. All right, good. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. Yeah. I love heavy metal movies like Deathgasm, Death to Metal. I know Echo, you know, you're a fan of that. I actually haven't watched that yet since I bought it. I don't know why. I haven't watched it 10 times, but I love that movie. There's a few other ones out there, you know, that I want to check out. I got some concerts and some documentaries I haven't seen yet. Next, a Charles Band film with Jose Ferrer and John Carradine. So, you know, this has been out a while. Audio commentary with Charles Band and David Coteau. And it's called Crash. Great cover art. Look at that. So this is a possessed idol here. An occult object takes possession of a driverless car and causes one spectacular crash after another until 50 cars are pounded into a mass of twisted metal. My kind of movie. Crash. That should be fun. And then I forgot about this. Yeah, like when I typed in The Hitcher, I just got all kinds of... and I think the original Hitcher was hard to find. I don't know if it's out of print or whatever. I watched it on... it was on YouTube, but I didn't watch it on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like I typed it in and it took me to another site with the YouTube video. I don't know how to explain that. And it had like, I don't think it was Turkish, but it had some subtitles in another language at the bottom, which didn't really bother me. So that's how I watched it. But I wanted to buy it so I can have both of them for the video. But like when I started putting in the word hitcher, all kinds of variations came up, including this one. Highway hitcher. This is like a 1998-ish film. We've got William Forsythe, James LeGros, Juliana Elizabeth Pena, Jamie Kennedy, Michael McKean, that's strange, and Nancy Allen. Down on his luck, Charles Dupree, that's William Forsythe, takes to the road to forget his troubles. Little does he know that they've only just begun when he offers a ride to a broken down motorist. Don't do that. Hunter, played by James LeGros. Hunter has some dark secrets, and when Dupree attempts to escape, a deadly game of cat and mouse ensues. I could have probably predicted that's the way that was going to go. Non-stop action. Yeah. Almost sounds like another version of The Hitcher, to be honest with you. Horror Freak 88 likes Charles Band movies. Yeah, they are what they are. I mean, when I'm in the mood, they're kind of fun. I was just telling everyone before my intent was to go through the whole Puppet Master series, and I watched the first one, and then I was like, I just haven't been motivated. Well, I've got so much other stuff going. I've got a Dollar Tree review coming out. I might put it up tomorrow of this movie called Coven. That was a Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to do the Horror with Haas contest, his 200 subscriber contest. So I connected with him the other day. And I think there's like a couple days left for that. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm starting another series called like Recommends. So the first one is going to be Nye Recommends. You know, Nye from Nye's Bizarre Cinema. I sent her a thumbnail today and I said, can I use this? She was like, nope, that's not a good picture. So we had a pretty funny back and forth. It was pretty funny. But anyway, the first movie I do is going to be recommended from Nye. And then I have 2 more from other YouTubers. And then like if I'm ever watching a video from anybody's, like I know once when we were doing Torso, when Torso was on Slasher Movie Club for Night Watch Zone, I said something like, wow, I've always wanted to watch a Sergio Martino film. And Neil from Neon Black Reviews was like, oh, here's 5 more. Boom, 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 boom. Because, Neil knows his stuff. So, I can go back and find that comment and do like a Neon Black Reviews recommends and watch one of those. That's kind of what I'm going to do. The next 2, by the way, are both from the Terror in the Isle series that Jason and Joe did. Horrific Nightmares JM and Joe the Harman. They're now, if you guys are into Harry Potter, just so you guys know, they're doing a Harry Potter ranking at 8. That's like, that's it's rare that I miss one of their live streams if I can see it, but I'm just not a Harry Potter guy. Just not. So I probably won't be there. I'll probably be editing videos, but just, if you guys are into that. Echo says Death to Metal was his favorite movie of 2022. Yeah, I figured that. People couldn't get me to stop talking about it. Yep. I took every chance I could to plug it in, right? Yeah. To plug it in, to plug it right. Yeah. I had to, that's not the kind of movie I can really watch in front of people, especially since my daughter just had a baby a month ago. So, Echo, there's a scene in there that just wouldn't probably sit well with people, anybody that happened to walk by. I think you know what I mean. I actually showed my son a couple clips from that, though, when they're talking about the names of the heavy metal bands, just because it's so funny. And I both of the leads, the one guy's name is Alex Stein, and then the other actress's name is Sarah something. They were so good, I thought. Really good. Yeah. Yeah, understandable. There's certain movies that, like, I set them aside for a time when I know nobody else is going to be home. Even like I get up early even on the weekends, so sometimes I'll try to slip something in, but you never know when someone might just get up like surprisingly early and walk down. So there's certain movies are just I set aside for those times. And I hate it when I waste one, like when I watch something it's not that good or something, and I'm like, I wasted that time. So, then I'm up in my room watching something on Tubi instead. Russell's a fan of Puppet Master. Yeah. I mean, I kind of like them, but I know they went off the rails with sequels and everything. I want to watch The Littlest Reich, so I'm not going to watch them in order all the way up until The Littlest Reich. But eventually, I'll probably watch like 2 and 3, and then watch The Littlest Reich. But I heard it was funny. So yeah, so we got some rankings on the Night Watch Zone Sunday night, and a watch party for popcorn. Yeah. I'm going to try to be there for that. And then I have Monday and Tuesday off, but I took them off for a reason. I have something I have to do. So, but I hope to have some extra time left over after that to do some editing and everything. Yeah, that's about it. You guys want to plug anything or mention anything else? Are you Hard Freak 85? Are you doing your thing tomorrow night? That's what I think you do your thing at your stream at 8 on Saturdays, right? Yeah. I mean, when I rewatched the first one, I was the kind of, like almost every other scene, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah. Leeches, the guy drilling through people, and William Hickey, I was like, yeah, it was pretty good. I'm hoping maybe 2 or 3 are a little bit better, a little more active, but they were good. They were fun. Paul the Matt, that's 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, you've got Victoria Page. I'm going to pronounce that Page. Okay, cool. Not 100% sure who she is. I know you guys get some really good guests, though. That's awesome. I'm kind of one day. Oh yeah, Eden Lake. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what. I'm Slasher Movie Club on Monday, guys, on the Night Watch Zone is Eden Lake. 2 weeks ago was a movie called Wilderness, which was a good movie. I had seen it before and rewatched it. That movie had some bullies. The bullies in Eden Lake are like worse. So I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna rewatch Eden Lake. I can't do it. It's a rough one. But I do. I've watched it at least twice. Just it has not recently, not super recently. So a lot of times I'll rewatch a movie for Slasher Movie Club, like I did with Child's Play 2. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna watch that. I can't really get that in my head right now. That's a rough one. But I'm eager to see how everyone thinks about that. Yeah. I've been writing down all. Let me show you guys. Every movie that I've watched, you just can't see anything but a white screen. Yeah, right. Anyway, and then I have a list of all the Slasher Movie Club movies. So I've been keeping track of every one that we've done. So just just for fun and to sort of think about which one is like my favorite one of each month. Yeah, Eden Blake is a tough watch. Good, well-made film though. I mean, help me out with the name of the guy, the main guy. Good actor. A lot of people were like, "Oh, he was in this," but yeah, that's how people start. Oh, Victoria's in Camp 139, Death by VHS, Salvation USA, all on Tubi. Okay. Death by VHS. The name of that like almost sells me on that. Michael Fassbender. Yeah. Young Magneto. Yeah, he's great. He's a good actor. And I forget the name of the woman, but good. Very good. Tough watch though. Good Lord. But yeah, I love my slasher movie club. Oh no, wait a minute. I don't think there is a slasher movie club sticker yet. I'm sure there's going to be one, but love my Night Watch Zone sticker. Anyway. All right, guys. I guess that's about it. I'm going to take off and do some editing and stuff, and I'll be talking to you guys this weekend and Monday. So take it easy, everybody. Good night. Thanks tonight. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by, man. I know you got a lot going on with everything. But I appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot.